So here's my non-spoiler review of the Marvels. I'm sure that Brie Larson was upset she didn't get a solo sequel to Captain Marvel and it turned into the Marvels. But I will say the trio of her, Teyonah Parris, who played Monica Rambeau, who came from WandaVision, whom I like a lot, and the very charming Iman Vellani as Ms. Marvel, it actually worked. I like the chemistry between the lead actresses. Um, some of the storyline stuff, I was like, I'm not sure why they put that in there. That really doesn't make any sense. But overall, I will say it's a decent popcorn movie. Now, is it Black Panther? No. Is it a Avengers Endgame Infinity War? No. Is it Captain America's Winter Soldier? Absolutely not. But it's okay. It's okay. It's not the worst comic book movie ever made, nor is it the best. It's someplace in the middle. And I'm not sure it's going to make a lot of money, but you can't look at the box office and say like, "Oh, this movie is terrible." It's not a terrible movie. It's an okay movie if you got a few dollars in your pocket, or even if you watch it later on DVD or streaming. I think most people find it to be okay. Sam Jackson's Nick Fury was fine. These last two Captain Marvel things, he's been a lot more comical. Nick Fury, which is fine. Sam has a funny side to him, but I kind of miss the tough Nick Fury who first met with Tony Stark at the end of Iron Man. It's like, yeah, I miss that Nick Fury. I really do. But overall, it's okay. There's only one post-credit, and it's quite interesting. And if they make that film, I'm wondering when will it come out? Like, will it be 2026 or 2027? I mean, I got gray hair now. So who knows if they'll follow that up, but it looks very interesting. The very end of the film, I really wasn't into it. I see what they were doing with it. It just wasn't captivating enough to me to say, oh, that's interesting. It's like, for some people it might be, but for me it's like, it's okay. Now Kevin Feige from Marvel has an interesting decision to make, and he's been making it slowly. Like, I think Feige, the thing about Marvel in the very beginning was they had a focus. They knew that Avengers would be the end game for this. They knew that we're going to start with Iron Man, and then we're going to end with Endgame, Avengers Endgame. And they had a plan. Thor, Captain America, they had a plan. Marvel, after a while, after that plan ended, just seemed like their plan was to just produce content, and it wasn't working. And I think Feige has started to reboot things. One good thing, if you check out the Echo trailer with Kingpin, it's fascinating. It reminds me what was so great about those Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones shows on Netflix. Now, will it be those shows? I don't know, but the trailer for Echo is like really good. So maybe from the TV side of things, that's good for Marvel. From the movie side of things, Marvel got a Robert Downey Jr. problem. They don't have anybody who can replace Robert. I think Tom Holland as Spider-Man is great. I don't know how long Tom's going to keep on doing Spider-Man, but they don't have that guy. They don't have that linchpin actor who can tie everything together. I think Chris Evans, because Feige always put Chris Evans with Robert Downey, and Chris Evans is great, but he's not Downey. And they need to find somebody else who's going to take over that mantle. I think Chadwick Boseman would have been that person as Black Panther, but sadly he died from cancer. But I think that might have been the original plan by having Chadwick take over for Robert. But they don't have anybody right now who got the charisma of Robert Downey Jr., who can carry these Marvel fans, who could be the linchpin, who can flow him in and out of these films. Like, that could have been Sam Jackson, but Sam's older. You know, Sam's not going to be doing Nick Fury forever, so it can't be Sam Jackson. So for Marvel and Kevin Feige, it's a reboot time. Like, you know, I think they realized you can't keep on putting all this content. You know, quality over quantity, and maybe they'll figure it out. But overall, I'm okay with the Marvels. I give it 2.5 buckets of popcorn. I think it's okay. I'm not sure if Brie Larson would be back as Captain Marvel. Like, ever since she's been Captain Marvel, you know, she's had a lot of criticism against her. I think she's a pretty decent actress, but maybe Brie's not fit for the MCU, and maybe it's just not the right franchise for her. If she came back as Captain Marvel, I'm fine with it. I like Brie as Captain Marvel; she's fine, but I don't know if this is the right fit for her. So overall, if you got a few dollars in your pocket, looking for something to do during the fall, especially since the weather's decent, I would say I would check out the Marvels. Again, it's not the best comic book movie ever made, but you know, if you want to go out and have some popcorn, see some good action, check it out.